The interesting thing about a submarine is that it's a 24/7 business. So there is no going home after a bad day and kicking your feet up and having a drink. No, you're in it for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 3 months at a time. So you had to do what you say you're going to do, because everyone would see if you were not authentic to what you claimed that you were going to do. And so I became very good at doing what I said I was going to do. And so that really helped me when I got into the business world, into other organizations. I became someone that was trustworthy because my words and my actions were consistent. My name is Jon Rennie, and I am an instructor at Thales College, and I do that part-time. I'm actually a CEO of a manufacturing company that I started 8 years ago called Peak Demand, and we make product for electric utilities. Before I got into becoming an entrepreneur and even a teacher, my first job outside of college was in the Navy. I was a nuclear submarine officer, and I served for 5 years on the USS Tennessee towards the end of the Cold War. So I was a leader on board a nuclear submarine, which is a very interesting place to learn leadership. It's different from any other military unit because a submarine operates alone. So a submarine will operate hundreds of miles from the nearest asset and hundreds of feet underneath the ocean. Basically, we have to take care of ourselves. So we have to accomplish the mission, and then we have to get everybody home safe. One of the big things I see is that people forget about what the definition of leadership is. So leadership is motivating a group of people to get difficult things done. So it's about motivation, it's about people, and it's about an objective. Those are the three basic components of leadership. The thing that I learned the most through my experience on a submarine was the idea about relationships. So because we were in tight quarters, because there was no separation between the leaders and the doers, if you will, we built these tight relationships. So I knew my sailors and my sailors knew me. We spent 6 hours on watch together just talking about life. So I got to know their goals, their dreams, their aspirations, what they wanted out of life, right? So it made it so much easier to lead them because I knew what motivated them. You can't know that you have the right people in the right jobs unless you really know your people, right? So first of all, knowing your people helps you put them into the right roles where they can be successful. So many times in my career, I've had a problem employee, and it turns out they were a square peg in a round hole. They were in the wrong job. And so we moved them to the right job for them to be effective. So getting to know your people helps you put people in the right role. The second thing is it helps you to learn how they're motivated. So what is important to this individual? Sometimes it's career, sometimes it's money, sometimes it's challenging assignments. What is it that gets people excited to come to work every day? And unless you know your people, there's no way you can know how they're going to be motivated. That's one of the most important things in leadership is that people are looking to whether or not they trust their leaders. Trusting their leaders means, can I rely on this person? Is this someone that I want to, basically build my career around this person, right? Or is it someone that will throw me under the bus when when something bad happens, right? So leadership is about building that trust with the people that work for you. So they have to know that when you say something, that you mean it, that you're going to follow through with it. As you are authentic with your words, as you are consistent with doing what you say you're going to do, then people develop trust over time, and you become a trustworthy leader. And so more people are willing to work for you. They feel like it's an environment where they're likely to grow and thrive.